This is Jenna with Hill Valley Farm, and today is our first milk test day. It's kind of loud in here because we dam raise, and that means that the kids are typically with their moms all the time, but not today because we need those udders to fill. So I milked out last night, put these guys in a stall separate from the moms. 12 hours later, I milked them, and then tonight I'll milk them 12 hours from the time that I milked them this morning. So this is Alice. The first feeding was real rough because, you know, we dam raise. That means we do not bottle feed. And so the first feeding was really rough. They didn't really take to the bottle real well, but now, as you can see, they've emptied out the bottle. So anyway, so this is Alice. She's the very last one that we had to feed, and now they're pretty happy. I think they're wanting a little bit more, so we'll have to get them some more. But Ellie is a pro at the bottle, just because she is a bottle baby because she's in the house. But so anyways, our first milk test of 2021 is today. It is March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And of all things in the world to happen, Mercy has decided that she needed to go into labor today. So Mercy is actually in the kidding stall. So we'll head over there. Okay, so we're in the kidding stall with Mercy, and she had no ligaments this morning. So the last video I explained what we look for and how we're looking at our ligaments on a daily basis, at least twice a day, especially with her. I've been really watching her. Once they get overdue, I'll check them a few times a day, 3 or 4. So anyway, she is in labor, and she's not completely uncomfortable right now as we speak. She's just kind of, it's almost like they think about it. So what we do when I put her or anyone in a kidding stall, I give them minerals. I also give them some grain and alfalfa pellets. We've been actually doing red raspberry leaves as a top dressing. So she got some of those, and also some baking soda, obviously water, and hay, alfalfa and orchard grass. And so it's kind of good that she actually got up. I wasn't going to make her get up. But I want to show you guys what how squishy it can be back here on the tail. So, like I said before, I'm feeling for ligaments. These are where her ligaments were. This is the tailbone. They jut out like a V. And then when I put my hand there, you can see my fingers. They go completely around. There is nothing there. And so that tells me, you know, she's in labor. They also will, she's going to say hi to the cameraman. Some does will bag up, like on their udder, several days, sometimes weeks before they're due. I cannot and do not go by the udder ever. I only go by ligaments and their behavior. She's kind of different. She did not do what the others do. Typically, they start eating about, I don't know, 24 hours before I really notice their ligaments are gone. They constantly eat hay. She has been eating hay more than she typically does, but not constantly. At night, on the cameras, I can see them, and I watch them eating hay. When I see them eating hay all night long, I know. She did not do that last night. So she's actually the first one this year that did not do that. So it was a little bit of a surprise this morning when we came out to start our milk test and find that she had no ligaments. But let me pull her around. Oh, also, I don't know if you can tell on her back legs, they kind of get butt high, and they get their legs are like real posty. So they get like real tense. And so their legs just look a little different, their back legs. They're just, you know, they're having contractions, they're in pain, and it really doesn't feel obviously that good. Anyone that's ever had kids understands. So I know, come over here. I want them to see. And so she has bagged up pretty good. I don't know if my cameraman can see. She's a first freshener, so I've never seen her udder, but she's got a really nice medial right here. So I really like her fore udder as well. and I'm liking what I see in her teats. Her mom, her dam, I believe, I could be so wrong, but I'm pretty sure when I was looking at her pedigree, I was looking at her milk test, and I'm pretty sure I saw that her mom had milked out 5 pounds one day during a milk test. So I really like that. And so I'm hoping, I mean, again, she's a first freshener, so you don't like expect the world from a first freshener, but I do expect some good stuff. So, and I think we've got it in her. Now, Mercy is moon spotted. She is cold and she's blue-eyed. But that's not my favorite part about her. My favorite part about her is she's just so pretty and she looks nice. And I'm really liking that udder. So her milk production is very important here. So I'm excited to see what we have. She's probably the one that we have most of the people on a reservation list for. I've got someone that wants a buckling out of her, flashy, buckskin, moon spotted, blue-eyed, cold. And same with some does. I've got a couple people wanting a doe. I need another daughter from Rocket, so I'm hoping that I can retain a daughter here, so that because I really need to get my bucks proven. And so we'll see what she has, how many, and we just always hope and pray for a very safe delivery for both mom and kids. And so, and another thing, you know, you've heard me talk about how you can feel the kids down here on the right side, closer to the udder. Once they go into labor, you really don't feel the kids as much. It's kind of like just everyone's just getting ready. And so I've never really felt them right before labor or right before they were to kid, just because, again, it's just kind of like everything's all tightened up in there. Another thing you'll notice, and she hasn't really done it, and I talked about this when Coco was in labor, is their stomach will drop a little bit and you'll see a little indentation here. I don't see that with her, but the way she's laying and behaving, I'm hoping it's not too much longer, but I really hope it's not at 8:15 p.m. tonight when we start our second part of our milk test. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for Sweet Mercy here. So we are back, and today is the day Mercy has rejoined the herd. It is March 22nd. She had her kids on the 18th, but they're so big and really starting to move around. So I feel like this is a good decision. But as you can see, the does kind of, they check each other out. Hackles are up, and they kind of butt heads around. I've got a kid jumping on me. It's Alice. But this is, goats, they have a hierarchy. And every time a goat is pulled from the herd and they go back into the herd, the hierarchy gets resorted and figured out, and this is just what they have to do. Sometimes it's bloody heads and it's really, really bad. Other times it's really not bad at all. We've seen both sides, but so far it's not terrible. This can last for hours or a few minutes. Typically it doesn't last past, it won't last into the evening. But there, like I said, it's Karma and her. And then Coco is back there, and Dolly. Which, Dolly, I prefer her not to be headbutting because she is pregnant. But as you can see, sometimes the headbutts are really hard. They have to figure out, is Karma above Mercy? Or is Mercy above Karma? And then on to the next. So that's just what they do. And another part of this is, you see all the kids there. You want to make sure the kids are strong and fast enough to get away from this. Like, you don't want a kid in the middle. Like right there's Ellis, and he's checking it out. He doesn't understand what's going on, but he wants to kind of figure out. This is just part of dam raising. They're gonna be in the middle of it. So you just got to make sure they're quick enough to move and, jump out of the way. Isn't that right? But yeah, and they'll go in the barn and out of the barn. I haven't moved Mercy's kids out because I always just let the doe go back first and see if they'll kind of get the majority of their figuring this thing out of the way before we bring her kids in. But I just wanted to show you guys, what they do. And then, you've got these four right here, but then there's those two. Now, here comes Mayflower. And she's like, wait a minute. What's going on with hay? She's chewing on hay. And that's the other thing. You'll have a doe or two or three. They're like the umpires or the referees. And they'll kind of get in the middle and break it up. And then they'll start again. So Mayflower kind of broke it up, but now Karma's starting to push on Mercy again. And then, of course, here comes Elfwin. But then, there's Liberty back there who could care less about anything that's going on over here. So it's really kind of funny. But it seems to be Mercy and Karma mainly. And I don't really know why. I never really even thought they paid much attention to each other. But you'll be surprised. But as you can see, the crowd has grown, so they figured out Mercy's back. It's really crazy. And, some people say, oh, you break them up. You can break them up, but they're just going to do it again. So it's just better if you let them get it over with, figure it out, and then they can go on. But I don't know, Mercy seems very intent on Karma for some reason. And Elfwin just believes in breaking it up and then coming and jumping on me. But yeah. So, anyway, so that's what it looks like when you reintroduce a doe who's had kids. And that's the other, you want to make sure your doe is strong, not, that she's been doing well, she's not having issues. Yeah, Pilgrim. He's so pretty. Oh, you got Trixie over there. So, anyways, hopefully that helps. Like I said, it looks, some people say it's cruel, and oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing that. But that's how it is. That's how animals are. They have to have a chain of command, and they follow that chain very strictly. So, that's all. And now we have Mercy's kids out. There's one over there with Mercy, and then there's one back here. He is full of himself right now. Amber. And that is Grand Slam with Amber playing. Now notice how big he is. He's almost as big as Amber is, and she's about to be 3 weeks old. So that's how big these bucks were when they're only 5 days old. Yeah, 5 days old. They've never seen a chicken. They're there together. Oh, sorry. No, that's Amber. Oh my gosh. It's hard to tell. She's showing him who's boss. Yeah. What is she doing? Is she picking on you? Oh, Gloria's not nice. Mercy, you got your boys with you. She's such a pretty girl. I love her udder. The length of her teats are perfect for hand milking. I don't know if you can see, but they're wonderful. She has a really great medial. I really love it. I can't wait to do a milk test on her just to get some udder pics. Yeah. So, they're doing really well. I knew they would. They're really big and boisterous, strong. I'm very happy with these guys. So, their names are as follows. The one with white over there next to the turkey, he is Hill Valley Grand Slam. And this one that's hopping right here behind Mercy is Hill Valley Strike 'em Out. We decided to go with a baseball theme because they were born on the 18th of March. And my son Gavin, his jersey number for his high school and travel ball team is number 18. So, and on that night, the night before, let's see, no, it was that night, the night after they were born, my son actually got to go in the game for varsity and pitch an inning as a freshman. So that was really cool. So anyways, we thought, well, baseball theme is the way to go with these guys. So that's why we did that. So they will be ADGA registered and with those names. I did have a couple people on reservation. Actually, I had about 4 people on reservation for her. 3 of them wanted a doe. 1 of them wanted a buckling. It's kind of hard. I mean, you can see she's moon spotted. They really aren't. I don't see any moon spots on them at all. Of course, this is the first day they've been in the sun, so I'm still kind of looking. I thought one of them is polled. I'm still not completely sure. So we're going to have to wait and see because Mercy's polled. They both have blue eyes. They're both buckskin. And of course, Grand Slam is a little flashier, but Strike 'em Out has frosted ears. And they both have a white poll. And you can see Gloria kind of messed with Mercy's kids. And Mercy didn't like that. Still working on some differences. The kids are happy. Oh, there's Felix. I mean, they're almost as big as Felix. Felix is huge. Oh boy. Well, that was serious. But as you can see, he jumped out of the way. You know, they don't want to be in the middle of that. All right, so we're doing good.